Hi you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Patricia and I want to talk to you guys about the mistakes I've made in blogging. Like you guys all know, I do blogging as a business, but I've made tons of mistakes because I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go to school or any place to teach me how to do website designing. I didn't employ anyone to help me design my website or anything like that. I did all this on my own, but I've made tons of mistakes. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of those mistakes that I've made through my blogging journey, and I'm hoping after you watch this video, you will not be able to make the same mistakes that I made, because these mistakes I made cost me dearly. They cost me in terms of money, they cost me in terms of my own time. So I really hope after you watch this video, you won't make the same mistakes that I have made. So first and foremost, you guys, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and please like this video if you really enjoy it. Click the like button and like it. Not making research. Like you guys, I can tell you, I love the writing and I love the writing, I love the blogging, but one mistake that I made was not making research. Before you decide to start up your website, you need to make sure you have made research in all angles that I'm going to share with you guys. First, you need to make research in terms of the topic, the topics you're going to be sharing with people. What kinds of topics are you going to be talking about? You need to be specific, because before you open up your website, before you start your website, you need to decide the website, your domain name, and this domain name is going to be like, you cannot change it. It's something permanent. It's something that is going to just stay there like entirely your whole life. So you need to make research. You need to sit down, determine what do you really want to talk about. How are you going to write whatever you want to talk about and all that. You need to make research on the topics you're going to write about, because I can tell you guys, I started blogging, I wanted to write, but I was writing lots of stuff like here and there. If you can go check out my website, like you guys, I've written stuff like on different things. I wrote stuff on each and everything, like I was here and there. The only thing that I really did well was selecting the right domain name. Like my domain name is like good, it's wholeness money. It's like a genuine website name, like which can go in for whatever that I have written about. That was a good thing that I did. But the mistake I made was I didn't make research. Then you also need to make research in terms of your audience. You need to know, whom am I going to direct my content to? If you're planning to write your content, you need to be sure who is going to see this content, and are they going to enjoy it? You need to make research in that angle as well. You need to make research on how to write good blog posts. You need to go ahead and read about these things, because you guys, I can tell you, I started my blogging, I started my blog, I had not read any of these things. I just entered this thing like push. I just entered it like I could see. But you need to sit down, read about different things, watch some videos about these things, like how can you write a good blog post? How do you present your information so that people can like it and enjoy it and all that? You also need to make research on how are you going to drive traffic to your website, because if you're planning to start up your website, you're blogging and you're planning to do it as a business, you need to drive traffic to your website, because there is no other way you can earn money from blogging without driving traffic to your website. All other terms that we can talk about come from traffic, like you having a lot of traffic on your website. So you need to know these ways on how you're going to drive traffic to your website. Writing content. You guys, blogging is like generally about content. So before you even think about opening up your website, before you even think about starting your blogging or anything like that, you need to sit down and write content, like go in detail, whatever. After having made research and you know what you're going to talk about, you know the topics you're going to be talking about, I would really advise you to sit down, write your content. You guys, I began my blog, I didn't have any content at all. I was just ready to go into blogging. I was just ready. I just attacked this thing live. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. I just attacked it, I just entered it, not because I didn't want to write, not because I didn't know what to write, but I did not write before I began my blogging. So I would really advise you, before you go in and open up your website, start your blogging, sit down, write some content. Just if you're planning to start it in a month or two, sit down, write your content, write at least 10 to 15 blog posts before you start opening up your website, before you start running your blog. Because the moment you start and running your blog, or the moment you open up your website, you're going to start paying the money. But if you don't have content, your website is just going to be there down, and it cannot get traffic because it doesn't have content. For your website to be a standard website, it must have at least 10 to 15 blog posts. So I would really advise you to sit down, write content, write at least 10 to 15 blog posts, and then go ahead and open up your website. Selecting the right website platform. You guys, you need to determine which website platform you're going to use for your website. Which website platform is good for your blogging. I can tell you, I made the same mistake myself. There are two website platforms I can really talk to you about if you're planning to use WordPress. There is WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Currently, I'm on WordPress.com, but this is because I didn't make research. I didn't make research about which platform is best for me. I kind of did make some research about it, but all I can say is I went in for WordPress.com, which is not really suitable for me. If I had really been so observant and paid a lot of attention, I would have gone in for WordPress.org. WordPress.com is really good, as I can say. Like, I cannot decampaign it, it's good, but WordPress.org is better. I know you're wondering why. First of all, WordPress.org gives you a chance to have control over your website. You have control, you know you know what themes you're going to use on your website. You can run your own ads on your website. You can do lots of things on your website because you have full control over it. Like, you have total control over your website as compared to WordPress.com. WordPress.com, they host your website and everything is controlled by them. But with WordPress.org, you even control the data of your own website. But then what you need to note about WordPress.org is it's a website platform that does not give you website hosting. You need to find your own website host, and you could go in for Bluehost or you could go in for GoDaddy. Whichever you choose, that's okay. So many people are using Bluehost, so many people are using GoDaddy. You can choose any of them that you could use and go ahead and open up your website. But you need to make research, or you need to make sure you choose the right website platform. And I would really recommend you guys to go in for WordPress.org, because myself, I'm planning to shift my website from WordPress.com to WordPress.org. However, I'm planning to do it in the near future, not now, because I made this mistake. Going social. You guys, I made a mistake of not utilizing the social media from the very beginning. What you need to know is driving traffic to your website can come from any way or anything that you can think of. But the easiest could be social media, because you would find someone having like tons of followers on Twitter, tons of followers on Instagram, and lots of friends on Facebook. You could utilize all these social media, these followers and friends that you have on social media, and then connect them to your website. You guys, I made this mistake. I didn't connect my social media as early as I could. If I had done it earlier, maybe it would have been better. But at the moment, I did it, and it's okay. I'm good to go. But I didn't make this research. I didn't really think about it. I didn't get someone to tell me about the importance of connecting my social media to my website. So please don't make the mistake of not connecting your social media to your website. Then the other thing I can talk about going social is using the word of mouth. You guys, driving traffic to your website can come from anywhere, like I have told you. And the other easiest way would be talking to your friends, talking to your family about it, share it with those close people around you, because you cannot undermine the word of mouth. You guys, word of mouth can really work. You can go ahead, talk to your friends, talk to your family members and those close to you, and tell them about your website. Share your link, the link to your website to those people, and this is going to help you grow your website, grow your blog as fast as you can. Not utilizing Google AdSense from the very beginning. Like I told you guys, I'm on WordPress.com, And initially when I was starting my blog, because really setting up a website is really expensive. If you have a website, you know what I'm trying to talk about here. Running a blog and setting up a website is quite expensive, and it costs a lot of money. That's what I can say. When I was starting up my website, I didn't have lot of money, but I had some money to start with, and I didn't want to go into credit like most people do. So what I did, I went in for WordPress.com and I selected the premium plan, because they have different plans. They have, I don't know the first one. The first one is, I don't know the name of the first one, but there is that first, the one with the less money, and then there is premium, there is business, and then there is the e-commerce plan, I think so. But I went in for the premium plan. By then I didn't know what these things meant. I saw something like, you won't be allowed to install plugins, and I'm like, what are plugins? I didn't know what these things were. So I'm like, I don't care, I don't want to install plugins, I just want to run my website, I just want to write my blog. So I went in for the premium plan for the first year, and then I didn't realize that I was leaving out one important aspect of my blog, like one very important aspect of my blog, and that would be Google AdSense. Because for Google AdSense, you need to install a plugin onto your website that allows you to connect to Google AdSense and be able to earn that first money. The more traffic you drive to your website, the more money you earn from Google AdSense. So I didn't utilize this in my first year. By that, so like 1 year down the road, that's when I realized that actually I have lost a lot of money. The only money I was really earning was from the adverts from WordPress, the WordPress adverts, which is really not a lot of money, but that's the only money like I was earning. I left out I left out the Google AdSense bit. So I really advise you guys, if you're going to go in for WordPress.com, because honestly I don't know how WordPress.com operates because I haven't used it, but if you're planning to use WordPress.com, please don't start with premium. Go in and start with business plan, because business plan is going to help you, it's going to enable you install plugins and hence install the Google Site Kit that will let you connect Google AdSense to your account, and hence you start earning that first money. Not hiring a website designer. You guys, like I told you, I've been doing each and everything on my own. I do everything on my own. I do the editing, I do everything by myself. But all these things, I don't know, then it's not, sometimes it's not good to put everything on yourself. Sometimes it's good to find people who are experiencing something to help you out with stuff. So when I began my website, I was doing it on my own. Yes, I had a friend who was helping me, but he was also not really experienced in this, so we were just gambling with our website. We were just doing things, and then sometimes we would mess up stuff and then recover them and all that. But if we had gone ahead, if we had some money, if we had gone ahead and employed a website designer, it would have been so much easier for us, like from the very beginning, so much easier for me from the very beginning. So if you have money, I would really advise you to go in for website designer, or go ahead and do some little course or something that can help you do website designing very well. Those are some of the mistakes I made when I began my website, when I began my blogging. I'm really hoping that after sharing this with you, you don't make the same mistakes that I made, because they cost me dearly in terms of money, in terms of time, and lots of things. I really hope you don't make the same mistakes, because I'm sharing this with you hoping you don't make the same mistakes. I hope you like this video. So if you really like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.